Some of the new Fortnite Reality Augments are amazing, but a lot of them, not so much.
Bruh.
Are there too many weak augments? Yeah.
You have to say spoiler alert.
Anyways, let's rank this mess and figure it all out.
Let's get on with it.
Splash Medic.
First up, we have the Splash Medic Augment. It's good for early game, but as the containers run out of the map, we have less splash harvesting opportunities. And in Chapter 4, we have a lot less containers than in previous chapters. Nonetheless, splashers in any container is an easy A tier.
Bush Warrior.
From 1 health to its regen ceiling is 77 seconds while sitting in a bush. So how that fits into your playstyle is up to you, but I prefer more W King over camping. Passive healing is a nice perk to have though, just as long as there are bushes left. A tier.
Jelly Angler.
This is a splashes at home augment trying to compete with the better splash medic perk. It even got nerfed. F tier.
Party time.
Combine it with the shockwave hammer and you can skyfight people without the fall damage. Other than that usage, it gets annoying because you can't turn them off. Still, it's super memey and pretty sneaky. C tier.
Bloodhound.
This one isn't bad, especially if you use a bow, a DMR, or the Excalibur. But you are limited to those weapons, and if you already have Stormark or plan to get it, it's kinda redundant. C tier.
Stormark.
Being able to see enemies every few minutes or less is a huge help in a season where we no longer have just third parties, we have fourth and fifth parties now. S tier all day long.
Chug Gunner.
We all know the downside of the chug cannon, so it's probably the most optimal for squads and maybe trios, especially since you get it back when you're rezzed. C tier.
Rifle Recycle.
This is one of the augments I thought was better than it actually turned out. Great idea, but it's a percentage chance, not an actual reduction. But if you have ammo issues in your matches, then this perk is helpful until you can fix them. So, C tier.
Pistol Lamp.
Who doesn't love another 7 bullets in the pistol's magazine? I do think though that this perk gets better as you increase the team size, which makes it not quite an S. A tier.
Soaring Sprints.
This one is pretty nuts, but it's kinda slow. I haven't used it a lot, but it was easier to get picked off while using it. Nonetheless, it does have some nice mobility, so C tier.
Tactical Armory.
The new tactical assault rifle is pretty nasty with the red dot, but the SCAR still outshines it in damage. And there is that issue where the tactical AR will share ammo with your pistols or your SMG. And the combat shotty is the combat, but few will be expecting it. Even so, I have to say A tier, especially when you get them back when you res.
Storm Forecast.
Being able to see the storm circles without sacrificing an inventory slot or spending gold that could be better used for rerolls? S tier.
Aerialist.
At first, I loved this augment, but as I have played more, it has become more annoying than helpful. It's like the person that pushes their cart painfully slow in the middle of the grocery store aisle.
I'm walking here!
F tier.
Mechanical Archer.
We already have the shockwave hammer and the grapple bows, and the explosive bow is kinda meh, so F tier.
First Assault.
This perk has the prime shotgun bonus damage issue. You can reload after the first shot to get the bonus again, but in most situations that's a bad idea. If you cannot afford a reroll, it's not the worst option. C tier.
Supercharged.
500 more health and vehicles won't run out of gas, but they can still be blown up. Sort of useful. C tier.
Bow Specialist.
This is of course a weapon dependent augment. Obviously if you're not using a bow, this perk is dead in the water. I use them about every third or fourth match when I'm feeling squirrely.
It feels pretty good, you guys, okay?
I am not sure however if the arrows regen without having the bow in your inventory. C tier.
Demolition Munitions.
It is in the S tier if you want one of the most memey augments. A squad with a ton of nades could be very devastating. But yeah, F tier 99% of the time.
Light Fingers.
Combine this with Tactical Armory's TAC AR and Attack Pistol, and you have a very nice combo. But then you need to watch your small ammo, because they will share it. It makes the TAC Pistol a completely broken weapon. Definitely S tier.
More parkour.
Not really sure about this augment. The energy return is nice, but there is slop juice all over the place too. Still, it's a C tier.
Rushing Reload.
I wonder if this augment is a hidden gem. You can easily take 1 to 4 seconds to reposition, and you can do most of it sprinting too. So if you sprint with your shotgun in your hands, you could have it half reloaded by the time you get to your new position. Even so, it is situational. C tier.
Tricked Out.
This is an interesting augment because there are plenty of cow catchers and tires on the map. But like anything in the game, you could be unlucky and not find them when you need them. And it of course pairs well with the supercharge perk. So C tier.
Got one of them, I need the other guy.
Nice!
Did you kill him or did I get him?
I don't know. Now look how many C tier augments there are, and not a lot of S and A perks either. Hopefully the next batch of them will be better, but for now it's a pretty underwhelming group, am I right? I'm Cam Crusher, thanks for watching everybody, and if you missed last week's video, here it is. Bye!